Lex 59 2005 Nancy.
25 Nancy at Queensboro. X59. There's a copy. You're gonna continue through the tubes. Next callback, Queensboro Plaza.
What a goofball. Copy for Queensboro.
2118 Romeo, Canal Street.
2118 Romeo at Canal Street. There's a copy. Your next callback will be 8th Street.
Copy.
2117 Nancy at Canal Street.
2117 Nancy at Canal Street. Next callback, 14th Street, Union Square.
Copy 14.
2108 Quincy, 34th Street, Howard Square.
2108 Quincy at 34th Street, Held Square. It's a copy. Continue on Express lineup. Next callback, 577.
Copy 57.
2114 Quincy, Peak of the Bridge. It's a copy. You're clear to Canal Street.
25 Quincy, X116, pushing for Quincy line.
2125 Quincy at Decal Interlocking X116. That's a copy. Your next callback will be Peak of the Bridge.
Peak of the Bridge.
2152 Whiskey. You are clear out of Whitehall Street. Your next callback will be Canal Street.
Copy.
2106 Romeo, Lex 59.
2106 Romeo at Lex 59. That's a copy. You're gonna hold. You're gonna hold there for hold there for a little.
Copy.
43 Whiskey, Union Square.
43 Whiskey at Union Square. It's a copy. Your next callback will be 34th Street, Held Square.
Cop.
You're clear to send the Romeo behind me to his next stop. I've just crossed the switch.
That's a copy. 2106 Romeo, you're clear out of Lex 59. Next callback, Queens Plaza.
Queens Plaza.
Twenty-one 18 Romeo, you are clear to 14th Street, Union Square.
$21.05 Nancy, Queensboro.
2105 Nancy at Queensboro Plaza. That's a copy. Your next callback is Broadway.
Broadway.
$21.17 Nancy at Union Square.
2117 Nancy at Union Square. There's a copy. Please hold for connection with the 18 Romeo.
25 Quincy, Bridge Peak.
25 Quincy, Peak of the Bridge. That's a copy. Please hold at the portal until further notice.
10-4.
Twenty-one 14 Quincy at Canal Street. It's a copy. Your next callback will be 14th Street, Union Square.
2118 Romeo, 14th Street, Union Square.
2118 Romeo, 14th Street, Union Square. It's a copy. Connection established with the 17 Nancy across the platform. Both trains closed on and ready. The 2117, next callback, 34th Street, Herald Square.
Copy 34.
2118 Romeo, next callback, 28th Street.
Copy.
2125 Quincy, you are clear to Canal Street.
Canal.
2108 Quincy, 57th Street, 7th Avenue.
2108 Quincy, 577, that's a copy. Next callback, Lex 63rd.
Copy, Lex.
43 Whiskey Herald Square.
43 Whiskey, 34 Herald Square. It's a copy. Continue on local lineup. Next callback will be Times Square, 42nd.
Copy.
$21.06 Romeo, Queens Plaza.
2106 Romeo at Queens Plaza. It's a copy. Next callback, Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue.
Jackson Roosevelt.
$25 Quincy Canal pushing for express lineup.
25 Quincy at Canal Street. That's a copy. You're gonna hold there for a little.
10-4.
1952 Canal.
52 Whiskey at Canal Street. It's a copy. Next callback will be 14th Street, Union Square.
Copy.
$21.17 Nancy at 34th Street.
17 Nancy, 34th Street, Herald Square. That's a copy. Please stand by.
43 Whiskey.
Quincy, Lexington 63rd.
Lex 63rd for the 2108 Quincy. It's a copy. Next callback is your last stop, 96th Street.
Copy 96th Street.
2118 Romeo, 28th Street.
18 Romeo, 28th Street. It's a copy. You're clear to your next stop, 34th Street.
Copy.
43 Whiskeys, Times Square.
43 Whiskey, Times Square. You're clear to 57.7.
Copy.
Total 114 Quincy at Union Square. It's a copy. Next callback is 34th Street, Herald Square. 2117 Nancy at 34th Street, Herald Square. You are cleared to Times Square, 42nd.
Copy.
No, 2105 Nancy Broadway.
05 Nancy, you're clear to your last stop, Ditmars Boulevard.
Ditmars.
$21.18 Romeo, 34th Street.
2019 Romeo, 34th Street, Herald Square. It's a copy. Please hold. You have traffic ahead of you.
Copy.
Twenty-one 25 Quincy, you're clear to 14th Street, Union Square.
Union Square.
$21.17 Nancy at Times Square.
2017 Nancy, Times Square, 42nd. That's a copy. You're clear to 57.7.
Copy 57.
2018 Romeo, you're clear to Times Square, 42nd.
Copy.
Midtown 57-7, 43 Whiskey.
43 Whiskey, 57.7. That's a copy. Next callback, Lex 59.
Copy.
Union Square.
52 Whiskey, 14th Union Square. It's a copy. Please hold for a connection to 25 Quincy.
Copy.
2106 had overshot 46th Street by two sets of doors.
2106 Romeo, that's a copy on the overshoot. Please proceed to your next stop, Northern Boulevard at no more than 15. That's a strike.
Northern 15.
Twenty-one 18 Romeo, 42nd Street.
2118 Romeo, Times Square, it's a copy. Next callback 577.
Copy.
Thirty-fourth Street, Held Square for the 14 Quincy. It's a copy. Your next callback will be 577.
25 Quincy, 14 Union Square.
25 Quincy, 14th Street, Union Square. It's a copy. Connection established with the 52 Whiskey across the platform. Both trains proceed to 34th Street, Held Square.
That's where.
Copy.
Twenty-one 17 Nancy at 57th Street.
17 Nancy, 577. That's a copy. Next callback, Lex 59.
Copy Lex.
Twenty-one 08 Quincy terminated at 96th Street.
2108 Quincy at 96th Street. It's a copy. Discharge passengers, terminate your train. Thank you for your service. Have a good night.
Copy.
Twenty-one 29 Nancy, decalb interlocking X122. That's a copy. Next callback is Canal Street.
2105 Nancy, Astoria.
2105 Nancy, Ditmars Blvd. That's a copy. Discharge passengers, terminate your train. Thank you for your service. Have a good night.
06 Romeo, Northern Boulevard.
206 Romeo at Northern Boulevard. That's a copy. You may resume normal speed. Next callback will be Jackson Heights.
Jackson Roosevelt.
43 Whiskey, Lex 59.
43 Whiskey Lex 59. That's a copy. Next callback, Queensboro Plaza.
25 Quincy, 34 pushing for Express.
34th Street, Hello Square for the 2125 Quincy. That's a copy. Next callback will be Times Square, 42nd.
Nice work.
2118 Romeo, 57th Street.
2018 Romeo, 577. That's a copy. Next callback will be 5th Avenue, 59th Street.
Copy.
(1952) 34th.
34th Street, Howard Square for the 2152. That's a copy. Your next callback will be Times Square, 42nd.
Copy.
25 Quincy, Times Square.
25 Quincy, Times Square. It's a copy. Please hold for a connection with the 52 Whiskey.
10-4.
Twenty-one 14 Quincy, 577. That's a copy. Next callback, Lex 63rd.
2117 Nancy at Lex 59.
2117 Nancy, Lex 59, that's a copy. Your next callback will be Queensboro Plaza.
Copy that.
2118 Romeo, 5th Avenue.
2018 Romeo, 5th Avenue, 59th Street, it's a copy. May proceed to your next stop, Lex 59.
Copy.
$2106 Romeo Jackson Roosevelt.
06 Romeo, Jackson Heights, that's a copy. You're clear to your last stop, Forest Hills, 71st Avenue.
Or 71st.
1952 Times Square.
2152 Whiskey at Times Square, 42nd Street, it's a copy. Connection established with 25 Quincy across the platform. Both trains proceed to 57-7.
7-7.
Queensboro, 43 Whiskey.
43 Whiskey, Queensboro Plaza, that's a copy. Next callback, Broadway.
Copy.
Twenty-one 18 Romeo, Lex 59.
2018 Romeo, Lex 59, that's a copy. Next callback will be Queens Plaza.
Copy.
Uh, 2114 Quincy, Lex 63rd, that's a copy. Next callback is your last stop, 96th Street. Twenty 29 Nancy at Canal Street, it's a copy. Next callback, 14th Street, Union Square.
Quincy, 57-7 pushing for G4 line.
Queensboro.
25 Quincy at 57-7, that's a copy. Next callback will be Lex 63rd.
Nice.
2117 Nancy at Queensboro Plaza.
2117 Nancy, Queensboro Plaza, that's a copy. Your next callback will be Broadway.
Copy that.
1952 Midtown.
52 Whiskies, 57-7, that's a copy. Next callback will be Lex 59.
Copy.
25 Quincy, Lexington 3rd.
25 Quincy, Lex 63rd. It's a copy. Next callback is your last stop, 96th Street.
96.
Broadway 43.
Continue Whiskey, Broadway. That's a copy. Next callback is your last stop, Ditmars Boulevard.
Copy.
$21.18 Romeo, Queens Plaza.
2019 Romeo, Queens Plaza. That's a copy. Next callback, Jackson Heights.
Copy.
Turn on 29 Nancy, 14th Street Union Square. It's a copy. Next callback, 34th Street Herald Square.
$19.52 Lexington.
2152 Lex 59. That's a copy. Next callback, Queens Plaza, or Queensboro Plaza. Sorry.
$21.17 Nancy at Broadway.
2117 Broadway. It's a copy. Next callback will be Astoria Boulevard.
Copy Astoria.
Uh, 2114 Quincy at 96th Street. It's a copy. Discharge passengers, turn your train. Thank you for your service. Have a good night. So 129 Nancy, 34th Street Herald Square is a copy. Next callback will be 57-7.
Romeo, Forest Hill, 71st Avenue.
2026 Romeo, Forest Hill, 71st Avenue. It's a copy. Discharge passengers and take it to the relay.
That is a copy. I do have a red signal, and that's not going to clear for another 15 minutes. Do I have permission to key by?
What's the aspect of the signal ahead?
1 moment, please.
1952 Queensboro.
52 Whiskey, Queensboro Plaza, that's a copy. Your next callback will be Broadway.
Copy.
Signal is yellow. He's yellow.
It's yellow, that's a copy. Keep by the signal, no more than 5 miles an hour.
Yep.
43 Whiskey, last stop, Astoria Ditmars.
43 Whiskey, Ditmars Blvd, that's a copy. Discharge passengers to terminate your train. Thank you for your service. Have a good night.
Likewise.
2117 Astoria Boulevard.
2117 Astoria Boulevard, that's a copy. You're clear to your next and last stop, Ditmars Boulevard.
10-4.
25 Quincy last stop, track Whitehall.
25 Quincy, 96th Street, that's a copy. Discharge passengers, terminate your train. Thank you for your service. Have a good night.
You too.
You.
Number 29. Oh.
Twenty-one 17 Nancy at Ditmars Boulevard.
2117 Nancy, Ditmars Boulevard, there's a copy. Discharge passengers, terminate your train. Thank you for your service. Have a good night.
Good night.
Twenty-one 6 in the relay.
22-6 Romeo at the relay, it's a copy. Lock it down. Thank you for your service. Have a good night.
Yep.
The 29's calling in.
29 NC 577, that's a copy. Next callback, Lex 59.
1952 Broadway.
2152 Whiskey at Broadway, it's a copy. Next callback is your last stop, Ditmars Boulevard.
Copy.
Twenty-one 18 Romeo, Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue.
2118 Romeo, Jackson Heights, it's a copy. Next callback is your last stop, Forest Hills, 21st Avenue.
Copy.
29 Nancy, Lex 59, it's a copy. Next callback, Queensboro Plaza.